to Gcse Educational Limited, presenting Rare Thesis. Today we'll be looking at how to answer GCSE Paper 1 Question 4. The question is on evaluation and it has 20 marks. You will be given 20 to 25 minutes to answer this question. And here are some things you need to know when answering question 4. What does it test? It tests your ability to evaluate how successfully the writer achieves a particular effect and to give your own informed opinion backed up with evidence and analysis. The question. It usually starts with a statement you are asked to respond to. For example, the writer creates a tense and dramatic atmosphere in this part of the text. To what extent do you agree? Here are the tips that will guide you in writing effectively. First, give a clear opinion. Do you agree fully, partially, or not much? 2. Support with quotes and detailed analysis. 3. Focus on how the writer uses language and structure to create the stated effect. 4. Think about reader impact. What emotions or thoughts are created? The structure. Agree, evidence, and explain. Here are some tips you need to know on how to go about answering question 4, GCSE paper 1 question. First, repeat this across 3 to 4 analytical paragraphs. Example structure. Intro. Briefly state to what extent you agree with the statement. I agree to a great extent that the writer creates a tense and dramatic atmosphere. The point. I identify a technique or moment that supports your view. Evidence. Quotes from the text. Explain. What does this suggest? What effect does it create? Zoom in. Focus on keywords or structural features. Why are they effective? Here is a modern example on how to answer the question and how the question looks like. The writer makes this moment particularly tense and dramatic. To what extent do you agree? Here is the answer to that question. Intro plus 1 paragraph. I agree to a great extent that the writer creates tension and drama in this moment. The writer uses personification to describe the storm. The wind screamed through the trees. This gave the storm a violent human quality, making it seem alive and threatening. The word scream suggests panic and danger, increasing the sense of chaos. The use of harsh sounds also adds to the drama, making the reader feel as if they are in the scene. This language makes the moments feel intense and terrifying. Here are some common mistakes to avoid. Just saying I agree without analyzing how the writer creates the effect. Summarizing the story instead of evaluating the writing. Using vocal comments like it makes the reader want to read on. You have to be specific. Here is the checklist while writing. First, did I give a clear opinion? Second, did I use 2 to 4 well chosen quotes? Third, did I explain the effects of each quote in depth? 4. Did I consider both language and structure? And finally, did I focus on the writer creates meaning? Finally, did I focus on how the writer creates meaning? Thank you very much for joining today's class. See you in my next video. Bye.